It is great to be here. I'm Kelly Zitlow, and today I'm going to share with you the secret to an unforgettable client experience. How'd that feel? Kind of sucked, right? You know what? I'm going to be right back. I'm doing it again.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it.
Let's go! Woo! Let's get fun! Crazy! All right, let's everybody up. Let's go. Come on now.
And they say
Come on. Let's go. Unforgettable. Let's go. Woo!
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't make it and my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, but they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Luda-yak. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish.
Now that's more like it, right? How are you showing up? How is your team showing up? Was it the first Kelly or the second Kelly? So much of how we show up matters. And today we're going to talk about that. I have been lending for 27 years. That means I started when I was 12. Go with 12. 12 works. And honestly, the first half of my career, I was okay. I mean, I did a lot of units. I was a top producer. People liked me. I was good, but I wasn't great. I really wasn't. I didn't get great until I decided that it was time for me to elevate my game. How many of you were in the business in 2008? How many of you feel like this 2023 is similar? A little bit. 2008 made me a better loan originator. It made me up my game. It was hard. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. We led the nation in foreclosures and short sales. The inflow meter, seriously, was from Phoenix, Arizona. It was crazy what was happening. But I had a choice back then, and you have a choice today. Who are you going to be? Who are you going to show up for and like for your partners and your clients? Because they need us. They need you. They need this industry. And we have the biggest opportunity in our careers starting now. So if you don't have a great client experience, let's dig into it, because I'm going to share with you mine, and by the end of this, I'm going to rally to inspire you to get out there and make 1 or 2 or 3 changes that will change, ultimately, the course of your business. An unforgettable client experience requires 3 things. Energy, you got to show up. Effort, you gotta focus. You can't wing it. And intentionality. You have to be intentional. What does your client experience look like? What do your clients want? Todd said it from stage today at lunch. Ask them. Ask your clients, what's the most important thing? And then when you ask them, put it in your CRM. So as that client moves through the sales funnel, and your team touches them, or it's the annual mortgage review call, you have your notes. You know what the most important thing was. That's how we make a difference. Oh, I have the remote. It's right here. Don't worry, I got this. I love, love, love this quote. Actually, I love it so much it's in my house. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you make them feel. Can you guys agree with that? Yes. Have you been to the DMV lately? I think we have a crisis in this country. Customer service is gone. Smiling is gone. Right? Showing up and receiving us as guests in a restaurant or a hotel, gone. We got to change that. When was the last time you had an amazing experience as a consumer? Was it recent? Can you remember? You had one? Awesome. I need to know about that.
It's going to sound weird, but it was a root canal.
A root canal.
This guy at his office, the whole process, from the appointment until I was done, and the follow-up, all that amazing.
I love that. I love that. It was April 2020. So think about April 2020. The country is going through a pandemic. My mother had just been told she has weeks to live. I'm processing all of this craziness. Not sure I could get through the moment. It's a Friday afternoon. I've been trying to get a hold of her doctor. She's not in hospice yet, but it was coming. So this is pre-hospice, which meant she still had meds. Well, she was out of meds. We're going into a weekend, and now my heart is doing this. I had to get her medicine. Finally, the doctor calls me back after blowing up his whole office. I'm trying just to get somebody in that office to help me. They call the prescription in. Now it's 5 o'clock on a Friday, middle of COVID. I call the pharmacy. Sorry, ma'am, we don't have that. I said, oh, I need it. I'll pay anything. I have to get this. Sorry, ma'am. I hang up. I was like, I'm going to find this drug. I'll call CVS Pharmacy. And this sweet soul, Sabrina, she answers the phone without me having to go through the whole phone roto dial thing for 20 minutes. I tell her my problem. And she said, Kelly, used my name. I don't have that in stock. My heart sunk. But then she says, give me 10 minutes and I will call you back. And in 10 minutes, she called me back. Promises kept. She found the drug. It was about an hour from my house. She arranged for that drug to get transported to the CVS pharmacy by my mom's house. And she had a coupon, so I got it on sale. How cool is that? She went above and beyond. That is an unforgettable experience. It's been almost 3 years now. That's what I strive for. That's what I want our clients to feel. Think about yours. We truly have the ability to impact our communities, our referral partners, our clients, our teams. This is our time. I love this. I don't love it, but it's a good reminder. I said this on opening night, but according to the Strathmore Group, 86% of our clients say they would use this again, or they would refer somebody clueless. That's pretty good, right? 86%? All right. But 74% a year later can't remember our names? What? Something's not right here. So what do we do? Where do we go from here? I believe that creating an unforgettable client experience actually starts with culture. The culture of the company, The culture of the team, the leader, culture. I was interviewed a couple weeks ago, and this has really been heavy on my mind. And culture came up. And I wanted to share this with you because it's really resonated. And I think this kind of sums up how I built out our client experience. Very intentional. People like to tout culture. Companies use it in recruiting, right? Oh, we have great culture. You should come work for us. We have really great culture. The culture's awesome. We put it in our marketing materials, right? We have t-shirts. Culture's good. Right? But what is culture, really? What is it? I think that it's more than a website. I think it truly is the essence of a company or a leader or a loan officer or the team. Truly, that's what it is. And that's what you have to identify before you can go out there and figure out the client experience. You gotta know who you are and what you bring to the table. What's your passion? How are you coaching your team? Are you building that culture that attracts people? A business without culture, honestly, is like a skeleton without a soul. Let that sink in. A skeleton without a soul. Is that who you are? Or who you want to be? It's not who I want to be. Ask your clients what they need from you, and they will tell you. We ask every single client, what's the most important thing? And we ask them again, are we meeting it as we move through that pre-qualification process, contract to close, etc. Listen. Choose your words. This is another one. Think about intentional. What words do we use? How many times do you go to a restaurant and you ask the servers for something and she says, no problem? How many times? I can count it 25 times, at least this week. No problem. How about we use, it's my pleasure? Was it a problem? Because we're saying no problem. Doesn't really make sense, right? But nobody teaches this. You can. You can teach it to yourself. You can teach it and empower your team. I'm a big ummer. And we do role playing on my team every single week, right, girls? Every single week. How much do you guys like that? Nobody likes it on my team. But we do it. Why? Because it makes all of us better. I got an button from Amazon. It's very cool. And I track the ums. And we have some fun with it. And I'll push it, right? But I do that. Why? One, they laugh, which is fun. But two, it helps us get better. Because when we think about something, that's where we change things. We change those behaviors. I love it. So no problem, my pleasure. Transfer, let me connect you. Transaction. Our industry uses transaction. Your home loan. They're not a transaction. File. Let me check your file. Let me check the status of your home loan. Just little tweaks in how we say things and deliver things makes a difference. I'll try. How about that one? I'll try to close on time. I'll try to get that bank statement over to you. I'll try. How about I will do my absolute best? That's what Sabrina did at CVS. Instead of thanks, thank you. I don't do this on my own. It takes a village. It absolutely does. And my focus, that culture, is to empower these people. Have you ever thought about your experience when you go to a restaurant? Let's do it. You walk in, the hostess greets you. Hello, welcome to ABC Restaurant. How many? 2. It'll be 45 minutes. Take this. We'll call you when you're ready. Right? That's what most hostesses do. Or they're so standoffish, you're just like, give me a little bit of love. Nothing. Then they take you and you sit down at the table. Server comes up. The server can be fantastic, but it's not just about one person. It's part of that process. The restaurant's like the mortgage business. We don't do it as loan officers on our own. There are a lot of people that support us, and us bringing these people in and building that culture and setting the expectation and talking about it and all rising together to serve our clients and our referral partners, that's what makes the difference. When was the last time you had a great server, but you'll never go back to the restaurant again? Happens, right? Even if you're a great loan officer, if you don't have your system dialed in and those clients aren't feeling the love, you risk losing them forever, right? All right, so here's what we do. Obviously, Mortgage Coach, it's a big part of our process, but it starts before Mortgage Coach. We have scripts as that lead comes into our team, whether it's a text, a phone call, or an email. Every client is received a certain way. I train the person answering the phone and then the backups to that if it's not me. But we're all trained to make sure that we're answering the phone the same way. It's greeted in an upbeat, welcoming, energetic. We are so excited that you called. Are you guys excited? Yeah? Are you guys excited for that $5,000 commission check? Yeah, well then get excited to take that lead and make sure everybody on your team is representing that excitement. We put everything into a database. We are a numbers, database-driven team. We track everything. Thanks to Todd Duckin, yes, many years of sales mastery, many years of following the coaches and the great loan officers here today. That's what we do. That's how they do it. So I was going to do it. I wanted to be excellent. We track everything. Pre-qualification. Every single one of our clients, when they get a pre-qualification letter, they actually get a mortgage coach as well that we have put together based on their needs, their wants, with a video. We send that to them with their pre-qualification letter, and it goes to the real estate agent. Is that good? Good service, right? Is that forgettable? Is every loan officer doing that? Is Rocket doing that? No, they're not. This is how we can separate ourselves from these big tech firms. We are people. We have personalities. We have essence. We have soul. So act like it. Pour into them. Our clients need it now more than ever because they are confused with all of this. And we have solutions. We do a lot with video. One of the other things that really changed in my life when we went through market conditions of 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, I got out of my comfort zone. I had to get better. I started to do video, and now we do a ton of video. And I did video because it was another way that I could educate our community. And so now, as part of our campaigns, we have a lead nurture campaign. It has video built into it. We use YouTube as our foundation. There's a reason for that. Right? They get pre-qualified. We move them into the pre-qualified campaign. It's an 8-week campaign. They get phone call. They get a text. The next week they'll get another video on maybe the things like do's and don'ts. Right? What are the things that people do during the process before they go under contract that will mess up their loan? Buy a car, quit their job. So we remind them with a fun video. We stay in touch with them and we leverage all mediums of technology to be efficient, to differentiate ourselves. We throw in a few gifts. They love that. They go under contract. Now they go into another campaign. We are very systematic. We have a process. Client contract to close, same thing, same drill. Updating mortgage coach, now they're under contract. Giving them new education and information via video, phone call, text. One of the best things that we did was we moved to Text Us, T-E-X-T-U-S. If you don't have that, you want it. Our partners love it, our clients love it. What's great about it is my team can text from email. I can check texts on my phone. I can jump in. I can see the communication. It syncs directly with Salesforce. So we can always go back in and just check what the communication was. How did we respond? Were we in check with our mission to create an amazing client experience? And then post-closing. How many of you have a system? They've said it from this stage how many times today? It's not just a one and done. We have the opportunity to serve people throughout all of their life events if we're good and we're unforgettable. All right, so how about this? Would you like to have my entire campaign process, all the templates, all the videos, all the verbiage? I don't know what happened. Well, maybe you can have it. Okay, yeah, you guys weren't nice, so. Oh, here we go. Okay, so scan this, and you will have it all. You guys can just swipe and adapt. There's no secrets, all right? If you're not doing video, join me in one of my video classes. We host them about every 4 weeks, and we'll teach you how to do video so you can do your own campaigns. And then if you have questions, follow me. I am here and happy to answer any questions about not just client experience. This is important to me. This truly is something that I think that we as an industry have the opportunity to level up and get better. There's so many fantastic tools out there, but you guys, it doesn't start with tools. It starts with this. It's the decision. There's a difference between high tech. I like to do high tech and high touch. And this is how we do it. So, thank you so much for having me.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.